Well, here we are this morning at the Somerset Sharks soccer ground, the home of the Somerset Sharks, a very successful team we've got in the soccer competition from here at Somerset, and accompanying me this morning is the president of the Somerset Sharks, Mr. David Pease. Welcome along, David.
How you going, Robbie?
Yeah, real good. It's great to see the improvements taking place here, David, and the funding that you've received so far. Pretty pleased with that?
Oh, it's been awesome. Look, I think because we're tucked away a little bit at the top of Cardigan Street, the back of Somerset, we do tend to get forgotten about a little bit, in the general public.
That's right.
But we've been here 42 years now and been incredibly successful over that time. I think in the last 15 years we've won 7 premierships, including a state premiership. A couple of Australian reps during our time here. Anthony Braden and Todd Hingston both played the Joey, so a pretty amazing effort from a small club, tucked away in northwest Tassie.
Yes.
But in terms of the improvements, it's just been fantastic. We've been waiting a long time to get these changes to the facility.
Yes.
And with the help of council, this first grant, which managed to get us to 2 full-size pitches, is just fantastic.
It'd be such a relief to see it up and running, but there's a third stage that we've got to address yet, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Look, we've been constrained by our size for a long time.
Yes.
So we're putting out 7 teams every Saturday between the start of March and the end of October, pretty much.
Really?
So about 100 players out in the park each week, but we had 1 full pitch and 1 part pitch. So now this gives us 2 full pitches, which is the space we need, but unfortunately we have that massive problem of no lighting at the moment.
Yes.
So that probably is the next stage.
Yep.
Is just to get us to some match day lights.
Yep.
We're the only club actually in the north without match day lights.
Yes.
So
really?
and I know council's working hard for us on that behalf, and hopefully we can hit these state and federal pollies up and get something in place.
Now the extension, David, is undertaken from here to that boundary fence, and you've gone the other way towards the east, and now we're looking for funding. This latest funding, this $100,000 for improving the playing fields, is funding the car park, is down that end?
Yeah, that's right. So the first grant we got, which council's sort of enacted so far, was to extend our main ground about 25 metres this way.
Yes.
And that enabled us to bring the second ground over. And by doing that, we end up with 2 full-size grounds.
Isn't that good?
Which was so needed for our training and just for match days.
Yes.
And then the improving the playing field grant is to fill the old club room area in the gully down next to the club rooms.
Yes.
So we've got full car parking along here, and also to fence the facility on the outside.
Yes.
Because it's been a bit of a problem. Well, parking's a major issue, and we're parking in residents' houses and that sort of thing, on a match day because there's no space.
Yes.
So the parking will improve dramatically.
Yep.
It'll also improve the viewing area for spectators as well.
Yep.
And then just putting a fence up, we don't get too much issue with vandalism, but just to be able to control entry and exit is pretty important in this COVID environment.
Yes.
So that gate is something we've really needed for a long time.
Yep. And now, with the extensions, it's left us short of lighting. Light will only go so far from a pole. So that facility, we need an extension on this western end of lighting, and we'll be applying for funding for that.
Yeah. So the lights we've got, these were, we cobbled them together with a loan from the council. I think probably 25, 30 years ago, probably now.
Yes.
And they're all condemned poles we managed to get hold of, and we whacked some lights on.
Yes.
And that, they got us by for a short period of time.
Yes.
But all the old halogens have since expired.
Yep.
We don't have any lighting on this main ground, essentially. We've only got a little bit up in the goal mouth.
Yes.
And even on the background, it's barely light enough to actually be on a train. Yep. But the main thing is we can't play match days. And most junior soccer now, especially our under-14s, is played on a Friday night.
Is it?
And we're the only club that can't do that.
Really?
So which puts us under immense pressure on a Saturday, because we've got our blokes all playing and trying to look after under-14s and trying to cram 7 games into the day here.
We're in their boots and all. We're lobbying for you, and we're doing our best, and I know the staff are doing their best here with the facility to look after it for you. So look, we wish you all the success for this coming season, and we look to have a successful outcome in applying for funding.
Yeah, that's awesome, Robbie. And look, and on behalf of the club, we would really like to thank the Wynyard Council these last few years. Once they got that sort of facility management plan in for the Somerset Wynyard area, and you found that yes, we were staying here.
Yep.
Council's really got stuck in and helped us.
Well, all the best, as I said. Thanks very much, David.
Cheers, Robbie.